All right, let's get this thing going. What's good, Knicks Nation? Salute. Man, we got a win from the jump. This game was a smooth sailing for New York. New York would start the game with a 13-0 run and they wouldn't look back. They would continue to work the Spurs late into the night. I mean, at one point, the Knicks were up by 30. It was a complete team effort for New York tonight to make this win look so easy, whether it was Quickley bringing his electric scoring off the bench, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein bringing that fire and ice energy at the center position, or New York's big three all scoring over 20 points. We're going to talk about RJ Barrett tonight because RJ is on one, ladies and gentlemen. He is more than heating up. He is on fire. In the end, the Knicks would defeat the Spurs 126-105 and prevent Wemby from joining the long list of players that go off in Madison Square Garden. So let's discuss this tonight and enjoy Let us know in the chat if it's stop wagging and everything's smooth sailing right now. Let us know if we're good right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know if we're good. Is the internet back up and working? All right. Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? It seems like it's better. Now it's better? Good. We're good? Okay, fine. Now let me do this all over again. All right? Sheesh. All right, let me do this all over again because it's better. Everyone was just losing. I was reading the chats. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Blast. All right, now that's just disrespectful. All right, let's run it back from the top. Let's run it back from the top. Let's get the music going. Let's do this right, Daniel. Let's do it right. The Mega Cast. All right. Do this again. What's good, Knicks Nation? Salute. Tonight, the New York Knicks were home to face Victor Wembanyama and the Saints. Let's do this again. San Antonio Spurs. And from the jump, this game was smooth sailing for the Knicks. It was even close. New York would start the game with a 13-0 run, and they wouldn't look back. They would continue to work the Spurs late into the night for the Knicks. I mean, even at one point, they were up by 30. It was a complete team effort for New York to make this win look so easy, whether it was Quickley bringing that electric scoring off the bench, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein being that fire and ice for the center position, or New York's big three scoring 20 points. Don't worry. We're talking about RJ Barrett because he's more than heating up. The man's on fire right now. We got to discuss RJ's performance. And in the end, the Knicks would defeat the Spurs 126-105 and prevent Wemby from joining the long list of players that go off in the Garden. So let's discuss it. Welcome to KFTV Postgame Live. You already know the spiel. I'm the Tradicaster, Alex Rateris. We got Jeffrey Campbell on the other side, my guy, KnicksFanTV Writer.com's very own. Tonight we're taking calls by the Discord. We may be able to take phone calls. Let's see what happens when CP gets here. CP will be joining us. He was at the game tonight, so we need his thoughts as well. And today's show is sponsored by BetUSC West, the official sports book of KFTV for the 2023-2024 NBA season. All right. Let's start this from the top, Jeff. Let's start this from the top. How did you feel about tonight's victory against Victor Wembanyama and San Antonio Spurs?
2-game win streak. The vibes are immaculate for me, man. And I know we'll get into it a little bit later, but for me, my guy Julius Randle has beaten the even year bust allegations that have been plaguing him since the beginning of this season. Right from the get-go, as you said before, the defense was really impressive. I thought this could have been a game that in years past, or not even years past, basically the defense was really particularly this season. You walk into it and the energy isn't right from the start. The Knicks come out slow. They look like they're sleepwalking. That wasn't the case. They really brought it Energy is they clearly want to defend home court more, which is great, and they need to. And they started on that run. Their defense, I thought, was suffocating. I thought it was fluid. The Spurs really struggled to get easy buckets and looks. Honestly, I felt like maybe they had 4 or 5 shots in the first get easy buckets first half that were just easy and that they didn't have to work really hard to get. Great contributions all around. Our big three had 20 plus. IQ chips in with 19. I thought there was just great contributions all around. Just a solid, awesome team victory from start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a great start to finish. It was good for the Knicks, man. I mean, this is a game where they should come in here and win because they are the season team. As we heard this entire offseason, continuity. And so for continuity being the offseason, they should have been able to come in here, take care of business against a very young Spurs team. Yes, we saw Victor Wembanyama this time lead the Spurs to 2 victories over the Phoenix Suns, but still the Knicks being the veteran team that they are, this should have been an easy win for them, and it was. And what I really liked about it, and we're going to start off with this guy from the rip, is RJ Barrett, man. RJ Barrett just continuing his solid start to the season, just been fantastic overall. Went 8 for 17 tonight, 5 for 9 from downtown, man. He is still shooting over 40% from 3 to begin this season. He went 3 for 3 at the free throw line, got you 6 assists. The vision is just getting so much better, man, than what has been. And only got you 2 rebounds tonight, got you 1 steal, but I'm not a big plus minus guy, but it was a plus 26, and you saw it just from how he started from the jump. And I just like everything that he's doing, man. And for this Knicks team, you need him to be playing at this level if you're thinking about trying to go further than what they did in the playoffs last season, right? We saw how solid he was against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was there for, I guess, the most part against the Miami Heat. But you need him, a healthy Randle, and Brunson to really lead this team if they want to go further than the second round. But, and for how he's starting this season, he's showing that he's really taken another step forward in his development in year 5. And it's great, man. It's honestly great because for a guy that who's drafted 3rd overall, the Knicks haven't had their fair share of luck drafting top players in the lottery. And right now he's looking like a really good player that was selected 3rd overall for the New York Knicks. So I'm happy to see that he's finally figuring it out, and he's letting the game come to him. He's not forcing a lot of shots. That's the big thing.
Yeah, RJ Barrett is shooting 85% from the free throw line right now. Like, that's a major development. And, he's growing up right in front of our eyes. What impresses me the most is the way that he's processing the game. You saw that when he's driving baseline, he had a couple of hockey assists tonight that I thought were really impressive, where he's able to kind of skip a pass out to the 3-point line and then someone swings it to somebody else who's open. But you don't see him driving with blinders on anymore. If there is someone open, like even in the first quarter, he had a nice bounce pass to Mitch. I think Mitch might have missed the shot, but just little things like that let me know that RJ's playing different. He's thinking different, which is really important. And every game, you're starting to see the confidence rise a bit more. And it's just translating into really solid and productive play for us. Um, I mean, I don't know what he did over the summer. Obviously, there's FIBA, but he looks to be a really different player right now. And honestly, this team's ceiling is completely different if he's playing like this. Our expectations are going to be different because if you have another player playing like this, or that is playing on a level or a tier similar to Randle and Brunson, sky's the limit, man.
Absolutely. Totally the limit. It's what you need out of him. Like the free throw shooting, the 3-point shooting, just the overall scoring. I just can't wait to see if he can add more to his game, right? If that mid-range jumper just become legitimate, because if if he can get a mid-range man and become a true 3-point threat, like that floater is starting to look really nice too that he's utilizing to begin the season. If he can do that, sky, as you said, the sky's the limit for him. Sky's the absolute limit for him. But another guy we got to talk about, man, and I'm not even gonna go to either Randle or Brunson because they had solid games, but it hasn't been standing out as much as our guy Mitchell Robinson, who is continuing to make a name for himself for all defensive teams, man, because he has just been solid. Outside of defending Kristaps Porzingis to begin the season, he has been Kristaps just dominant on the defensive end. I mean, even tonight, you see Victor Wembanyama is not comfortable in how he is attacking and what he was able to do against the Suns or any other opponent, not comfortable in it, right? Mitchell Robinson is just protecting the paint, continuing to do a really good job, and you see how he has become patient. He's become, patient? He's become, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess poised. Poised is the word I'm looking for. He's become very poised because this is not the same guy that would just rush out and try to block threes as a rookie. Now he's just waiting, once again, as for RJ, for the game to come to him and just really just make an impact wherever he's needed. And specifically, it's been on the defensive side. I mean, tonight, he got you 12 boards, 7 defensive rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. Once again, I'm not a big plus-minus guy, but plus 30, and it makes so much sense because defensively, that's why the Spurs are only scoring 105. So that's just been excellent from him, from all aspects of the game.
I'm gonna make a quick move, real quick little traverse over here, but I couldn't agree with you more about Mitch, man. He's been unbelievable. And a little traverse, and the thing about him is you can see that his confidence, especially with his free throws, is growing as well. He gets upset when he isn't going to make them. He has a nice little, he has a decent, I'd say, kind of arc on his shot. And, that's been a nice development in his game. I spoke a little bit about this during the previous game. He's been good at resetting screens as well. Mitch has been an absolute force, man. And if we got to start ramping up this defensive player of the year campaign because this is, he's got it for sure.
Absolutely. Everyone in the stream's killing you, Jeff, for the beat that's going on in the background.
No, it's all good. It should be gone now.
Hopefully it's over. Hopefully we're done with the beeping.
Yeah, I think we're good.
But yeah, man, Mitch has been awesome, man, and so is his running mate Isaiah Hartenstein because Knicks, man, they got the best center tandem in the NBA. I think it's no question. Isaiah Hartenstein coming in looking even better than last season, and his numbers are not going to pop off the screen, right? Necessarily for rebounding, because he's only got 3 offensive rebounds, no defensive rebounds, but it's a 13 points, man. And didn't get any assists. Still, offensive rebounds. As we know, he's a good guy he's a good facilitator from the high post. But got you 13 points tonight. He was just active. And defensively, the Knicks didn't lose a beat when Mitch was sitting. Isaiah Hartenstein came in, he did, but got the same type of work. Yeah, it's the Knicks had 2 great centers, and just so impressive, man, how this team doesn't miss a beat. If Mitch is not playing well, you got Isaiah Hart. Knicks, man, they get seen. If Isaiah Hartenstein's not playing well, you got Mitchell Robinson. But I like the way Hart was playing tonight, especially with Quick finding him, easily on offense with the pick and roll. Their pick and roll game was solid last season. It seems like it's ready to take another step further this year. And the one that really sticks out to me, man, tonight was when IQ uses iHeart screen. What was it? He used let's see, what was it? IQ used no, actually no. I'm thinking of a different screen. Quickly was moving in transition, pushing the pace, gives him the bounce pass. Isaiah Hartenstein cutting down the lane. That's the first one right there. Next one I like is IQ finding RJ curling off a Hart screen and then Hart rolling to the basket in the fourth quarter. RJ gives him a bounce pass, and then he gets an easy bucket. I know that was an IQ necessarily, but it's just stuff like that from Isaiah Hartenstein that just has me seeing the chemistry with that second unit. I'm liking it.
But they trust him a lot more, and it started last year. Remember Hartenstein had a really rough beginning to his next tenure. But they are playing through him a little bit more. He's a big that is really smart with the ball in his hands at the top of the key. And what he does is he shifts his body so that when the wing player comes around, he can either set you up for a bounce pass or try and wait for the defender to come up and then set you up that way. He's patient in that sense. But when they play offense through him, it's usually pretty successful. And with that second unit, you see how they like to play. They like to play fast. They do a lot of dribble handoff at the top of the key. Things move a lot quicker, which leads to getting more shots earlier in the shot clock. And it's fun. It's just fun to watch, man. I mean, like tonight was just a really fun game to watch. Very little stress involved at all, which is great when you're a Knicks fan. And I don't know, man. It just feels good. It's nice that we have a little bit of a layoff now too. I don't think they play until Saturday. But yeah, just a great performance.
Yeah, absolutely. They get a little bit of a layoff until Sunday, where they will play the Hornets, but then they'll go on a back-to-back. So they'll play the Hornets, and then they'll go to Boston to go face the Celtics. But let's continue about this game, man, because we got to talk about Emanuel Quickley, because Emanuel Quickley went 8 for 17 from the field tonight, 3 of 9 from downtown, got you 19 points, 5 assists, 1 steal. Dude was electric. We know he's a solid two-way player. 19 for 9 points off the bench in 28 minutes. Man was making light work out of the Spurs. Was he giving a demonstration to the Spurs for saying, hey, man, I'm looking for a big contract. You need a lead guard? You don't want Jeremy running that offense? Look at me.
Yeah, man, he could have been. I mean, there's definitely going to be some essence of yesterday's price is not today's price with the way he's been playing. IQ it's interesting. Like a lot of it is what you've seen from him, but you do have there is a sense that I think he really sees himself as one of the top young guards in the league, and he's playing like it. He has a different presence on the court. I don't know if it's kind of like hard to explain, but there's definitely an expectation that when he's on the court, that there's going to be a certain level of production, a certain level of the way the game is played, his speed, and he puts the defense on their heels. He gets them off balance so well. When you think about that guard rotation that we have, whether that's Grimes, DiVincenzo, Quickley, and Hart. Quickley is really the most dynamic because he can change speeds really well. He puts the defense on their heels. He can shoot off the dribble. He's a good catch and shoot shooter as well. Can finish at the rim, hit the floater. So offensively, like the diversification that he brings in his game, like is very unique. And he's just incredibly difficult to guard, man.
Absolutely. Very difficult to guard, and he's also a really good defender, too.
Yeah.
For a two-way player, man, those don't grow on trees every single day. I mean, I like the way that it quickly has been playing the season outside of a bad game against the Pelicans. I think he's just had a solid start to the season overall. He hasn't necessarily been scoring a bunch, like he didn't necessarily do that. Was the last game and against the Hawks, but for the stuff that you're asking him to do, be a lead guard off the bench, get the offense going, be a demon on defense, he does that, which is why it's going to be interesting when it gets to the offseason and if he makes it that long, and see if they're going to pay him, because what he brings to this team, man, is just so valuable. Right now, to start the season, he is shooting the best from the field he's ever had in his career. He's shooting 47% right now from the field. Still waiting for the three-point shot to come around. He's only shooting 32%. He shot 37% last season, and he shot 39% his rookie season. But he's back to averaging about close to 15 points per game, shooting just as well from the free throw line, shooting 86%. Like, Quick I believe the 3-point shot will come around, but Quick has just been so dynamic, man. He was one of the best defenders, one of the best I think he had one of the top net ratings on the team last year as a player. And I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if he has another season of being in the top for a net rating overall because that's just how dynamic he is. And there's a reason why he's favored to win Sixth Man of the Year. It's not only because he placed second last year, but it's because even when you miss somebody, because it is a long season. We're talking about 82 games plus, because I think there's going to be 84 now because of the in-season tournament. Brunson may miss time. We already know RJ missed time. Grimes might miss some time. Guys get injured. We saw what he could do last season. He can step up into that starter role and give you great minutes and great production. So Quick is very valuable. Hopefully the Knicks realize that and figure out to either extend him. And if they don't, you better get a good return for whatever deal he sent in because I think he's that good of a player in the NBA.
Alex, and to that point, you were talking about net rating. He's leading in, I don't know if it's the Knicks, but that group of guards that we were talking about. I think he's 2.6. It could be higher now after tonight's game, but I'm pretty sure he's higher than DiVincenzo, Grimes, and Hart. Hart's played the most minutes of all of them, but Quickley has been the most productive in that sense. Um, I'm so interested to see how that continues to play out, just in terms of the minutes and how they're distributed, because I was thinking in the early part of the season when we were struggling, damn, it seems like Hart's getting a lot of minutes. And of course, he can play backup four. So there's some versatility there that some of the other players don't have. And Tibbs, is going to let him do that. But um, I in some of the games, even the games that we've lost, I've gone away feeling like Quickly either should have closed out the game or should have gotten more minutes in the fourth. But maybe they went with a combination of DiVincenzo and Hart or Grimes and Hart. But Quickly, man, it's just he brings too much to the table, and it's not like you lose defense. The only thing you lose with him is size. And yeah, I against bigger guards, I can see the issue, but he's still such a really good and talented defender that I feel like he plays bigger than his actual size. So, you got to give him minutes, man. Like I was looking the other day and I forget how much he's averaging, but he's got to be getting close to I'd say at least 25, 27 a night for I think for that impact that he can have to be more consistent.
Salute to everybody in the chat right now. We got 1,000 people tuning in to KFTV Post Game Live. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Make sure to support the channel. Make sure to share these videos with everybody if you're tuning in right now. We got CP on the way about to join us, but don't worry, you got Alex and Jeff here, man in the ship, breaking down this game and what we saw, and we're gonna get to the Discord right now and take some calls. So Lord Sintis, you're on the line, man. Lord Sintis, what is going on? What is your take from tonight's game, man, if you're there?
Oh, what's good? What's good, Alex? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man? How you doing? What's your name and where you calling in from?
Okay, you said it right the first time. It's your boy, Lord Scientist. I'm one of the dinosaurs. I joined CP when I was hitting 621 or 622 when he first started back in 2017. It's been a minute, Alex. I used to call in. I'm the one that told y'all when y'all say Broadway Barrett, say Broadway Barrett.
Absolutely, man. He had a solid game tonight. What do you think about RJ's game tonight?
Okay, well, listen, just in case you didn't know and you didn't hear me, I'm legally blind. So I can never see the game. I'm listening to you with the play-by-play, JD or whoever with the play-by-play so I can try to hear what the game is, or I try to listen to the game highlights. I have three beautiful children. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I mean, a yard man, Bayesian man mix. But yeah, listen, man, I can't see the game, so I listen to either the play-by-play breakdown or I listen to the game highlights after. So one thing I know is we beat San Antonio, and it don't matter. All y'all Julius Randle haters, y'all need to sit down and let this man do what he do. He's been proving himself to you over and over again. So stop banging your head on the wall talking about we need somebody else. That's not the case. RJ, Broadway Barrett, IQ, and the rest of them, Jalen Brunson and the crew will handle all of that. Can't you see it yet, Barrett?
Oh my goodness. Ward Science is going, and he said, "You guys got to be patient. Be patient with this team. This team's going places."
I like that.
I like what you got to say, man. Salute to you for tuning in, and salute to you, man, for being such a patient, a loyal listener to KFTV, man. And God bless you, man. God bless you.
God bless you. Yo, salute CP. I know you at the Garden. I know you listening. Hey, salute my G. I know you ain't heard from me. It's your boy, Lord Scientist, aka King Scientist. Hey, yo, salute to J Boogie. Salute to JD and you, Alex. Yo, listen, congratulations, son, on having your son. Welcome to daddyhood. God bless. And like my man J Boogie says, 3 capital S's. Salute, salute, salute.
Appreciate you, Lord Scientist. There we go. Lord Scientist on the check-in, everybody. He's telling you all to calm down and relax. We said, we got a good team, man. Let these guys cook. Be patient. Let's watch what these guys can do this season. All right, man. All right. Look, I like that the Knicks are back to being 4-4, man, after such a slow start. And getting a team like the Spurs on deck to help them get to that 4-4 is good. Now you got another team in the Hornets who should be a team the Knicks should be able to beat as well. So let's see if the Knicks can go take on the Hornets, defeat them this Sunday, because they're going to have a tough challenge on Monday night when they go up to Beantown to go face the Boston Celtics. And we just see, let's see, you had, where is it? I mean, they just lost to Philly tonight in a nail biter, man, 106-103. Those are two teams right now that are in the East.
We owe them some payback, man. We got to get them.
We do owe them payback. We do owe them payback. You know, we gotta stop. We gotta stop the Celtics, man. I can't picture KP just winning a championship. That doesn't sit right with me. Does not sit right with me, especially if he's a Celtic, man. That just will not. Nasty work. Nasty work. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. But yeah, man, Knicks have been playing solid basketball right now for the last 2 games. It's not great. I'd like to see it be a little bit more efficient, especially from Brunson and Randle. So let me ask you this, Jeff. What did you think about Brunson's? Let's start off with Brunson. What did you think about Brunson's performance tonight? Because he's been up and down to start the season. Had a great 45-point outing against the Bucks. He then didn't have a great shooting night. What was it, Monday against the Clippers? But now, decent. Shot the 3-ball well tonight. Went 5 for 8 from downtown. Got you 25 points. 8 for 19 from the field. What'd you think about Brunson?
Yeah, Brunson was great. I think the one area of his game that I was looking to kind of improve was his 3-point shooting, which had been a little bit up and down since the beginning of the season. But I think he hit 3 threes in the second, and I mean he just looked on fire. I thought he had a solid floor game. The only thing, and I'm nitpicking with it, in the first quarter, I felt like he missed 2 really easy opportunities to hit Mitch for a lob. He eventually did give him one later. But, those were just some situations where I think maybe he had his head down a little bit and didn't really see Mitch moving towards the basket. But Brunson was great, man. I saw a little bit of chippiness between him and Trey Jones, which I like as well. And just, a really good game from him, man. It wasn't a game that he needed to take over and really dominate, but you saw everything that he brings to the game. Really crafty, and shifty moves where he can get himself to the basket, create space. The turnaround jumper in the mid-range was there. Had a couple of nice lay-ins as well. So, yeah, JB was great, man. I mean, you can't his level of consistency has become ordinary now, but he's still putting in pretty above average performances. It's just that he's done it so much between last season and this season that it just looks regular to us now.
I still want to see him get comfortable in the mid-range and around the rim because that's where he's been fantastic, right? I mean, especially around the rim, he's up there even with the top centers who have good field goal percentages, 0 to 3 feet away from the basket. I'd like to see that get better because he's shooting 40% right now. Shot 49% last season. Three ball has been great, shooting 39% right now from downtown. But the mid-range game has to become better, and I'm confident that he will find it. But it'll just make him that true dynamic player that we've seen from him last season, right? And what he was doing down in Dallas. And not saying that he can't find it or anything like that. Like I said, I think he's going to turn it around. He's going to get into a groove once we get later into the season. But right now, it would make the Knicks' lives much easier. It would make it much easier if he was just back in that scoring groove that we saw last season. Going to Julius Randle now, though. What did you think about his performance tonight, too? Because, once again, it was not the most efficient shooting. It wasn't like last game where I liked him getting down, how he got downhill frequently. Tonight was a little... I don't know how to describe the 23 points. So I'm going to let you be the guy to tell us. How would you describe tonight's Randle's performance with 23 points, man? 8 for 19 from the field, 16. The rebounding was great, and the 5 assists was awesome. What did you think about his scoring tonight?
No, I thought it was vintage Randle, man. That's why I was saying, I'm telling you, he beat these allegations. I need to get my respect in the KFTV Slack channel from that pinned tweet that I know that you have. But I thought Randle was great, man. I mean, like, I thought he gave the ball up when he needed to. I thought, as I was saying before, the diversity of shot, in and out, healthy drives to the basket. You know, the only thing I could complain about is maybe he was drawn a little bit too much with the refs and complaining about foul calls. There was one that he got absolutely just killed on the hand, and no one said anything about it. The ball like went into the stands or whatever, but Randle was good, man. The biggest thing is the shooting from three. You know, like the accuracy is much better. The confidence is there. You can tell that he's getting to his spots a little bit easier as well. The only thing that you're not really seeing from him is maybe that like baseline turnaround that he usually does, or when he starts kind of like foul line extended and then like kind of shimmies into it a little bit and then does like a little fadeaway mid-range J. But I thought offensively Randle was great. I thought he continues to rebound the ball really well for us. The only thing I think you can't say, like, it was somewhat quiet because we had a commanding lead the entire game. So I don't think his performance stuck out in comparison to maybe everybody else's. But if you're looking at this performance in comparison to what we've seen in the beginning of the season, this is night and day. This is the Julius Randle that we've become accustomed to. The All-NBA Julius Randle. And I thought that's what we saw tonight, and I don't see any reason why it's not going to continue.
Julius definitely had a good game tonight. I think you explained it very well, Jeff. I thought he had a really good game. The rebounding was just spectacular. 16 boards, the 5 assists. Really good inside the arc. He went 6 for 13, so almost 50% from inside the perimeter. Really have nothing to say about Randle's game, but I thought it was a solid overall effort. I really liked how he played against the Clippers, man. I just like seeing Randle get downhill because he could be unstoppable in that way, right? And when it's essentially we're asking him to do the same thing as RJ Barrett. If you get downhill and you can kick it out, it's going to be easy sailing, I think. I think for the Knicks, just because he's just that strong. Like no one's going to stop Randle when he's getting downhill. But solid game from Julius tonight. Solid game from the big three, man. It's very rare we get all three of them.
Yeah, 20 plus
points, and then performing at such a good level. And I see that we're gonna have CP, the captain himself, join us soon.
Coming out the rafters.
He's trying to figure things out. Oh, there he is. There's CP. You got to join the Discord, my man. Got to join the Discord. Oh, okay. He sees that. He sees that. He's trying. He's trying. Just came back from the game. About to enter the Discord. About to tell us what he saw.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
How you doing, sir?
Good, good. I just had to make sure my audio was up to speed. No beeping. No, you know what I'm saying? I just had to make sure that I can hear you guys loud and clear and get my sound in there.
You don't like the beeping? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. I was just making sure. I was just making sure that I was coming in here, appropriate. Hang on, Daniel. Let me get my camera ready. Live and direct from Studio B. How you guys doing?
Studio B. Were you at the game?
I was. I'm all over the place, as you know, man. As you know, I was on the NBA report earlier with my guy Alex Ritaros on the ones and twos, breaking down the latest going around on the NBA. Then I was on Bleach Report. 6 o'clock. Headed to the Garden. Shout out to everybody that was at the Garden. Always love. And now I'm back for post game live, bro. This is what we do. All in a day's work.
All in a day's work. Studio B. Studio B's looking a lot different, my man. All I just see is a.
It has transformed as we make our way back. But once we get back to Studio A, we'll be up and running, man. So, yeah, good win tonight. A matter-of-fact win, a rout, as the lower third says. Shout out to Gamba. Easy game, man. Easy game. A lot of people said that felt like the crowd was a little bit dead. I thought part of that was, yes, the ESPN broadcast, they tend to drown out the crowd a little bit. But also, from the opening tip, the Knicks the Knicks were not playing any games. And I thought Mitchell Robinson really set that tone, winning the tip. When Mitch won that tip, I think that was almost the loudest it got in the arena. It was for when Mitch won the tip over Wembanyama, from the first rebound that he snatched to the first alley-oop that he caught. Mitch has been on a mission the entire season, really. And from the preseason on, just seeing him be in command of a game. And I talked about this in my live stream from MSG. Over the 6 years that we've seen Mitch play, you've seen as he's gotten older and mature and more games where he's the more dominant big, right? But now this season, it's almost every night where he's imposing his will, man. He's imposing his will, and he's not the guy. Tonight was a night where Wemby was getting pushed around by Mitch and iHeart. Once upon a time, that was Mitch as he was fighting for position to get the offensive rebounds and to jockey for position. So, it's just interesting to see when you see a player like Mitchell Robinson, who's come up through this organization now in year 6, talk about player development and see where he's come from a raw prospect to a really established defensive-minded anchor and, just a brilliant offensive rebounder. Mitchell Robinson, to me, again, had a great game.
Absolutely. I thought and defensively, because obviously the offense is not going to show, right? 8 points, even though it went 3 for 4 from the field, but the 12 boards, man, the 5 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, I don't know. He's just become more poised, is what I said at the beginning of the show, CP. The way he's just waiting for opponents to come attack the paint, that is another level to his game that has just been refreshing because he's not that guy chasing blocks, right? And if he's not doing that, and if he's gonna be like this for the rest of the season, like Zubac, not an issue anymore, man. That to me says something. If he could be this consistent on a night-to-night basis, there's no way he shouldn't be on one of those all defensive teams. He's just been that good.
Think about this too, imposing his will without fouling as well. I mean, remember all of these huge issues that he used to have early on in his career, and he's keeping his hands up vertically. He's not, putting his body into people when they're driving. There were times where he looked a little bit awkward, a little bit goofy out there. He's cleared all of that stuff up. Credit the coaching staff, but credit Mitch. I mean, he's put a ton of work into his own development, and fruits of the labor are right in front of us.
Yep, absolutely, man. And matter of fact, games for I thought RJ for Brunson and for Julius as well. To me, I thought Quickley had the best game, man. It didn't seem like Quickley had to work for anything out there. He was
better than RJ.
Yeah. I just felt like it just
wow.
Yeah, I just felt like this game came really easy for Quick, man. I thought it came really easy for him. He was so agile. He was on his feet. The ball movement, the off ball movement. Quick was in his bag tonight from beginning
For
to end.
sure.
I thought this was Quickly's night. Even though RJ had more points, I just felt like Quickly, it was just such an easy night for him, man. Easy night for him.
I guess from an all-around game, I see what you're saying, but I still think, in my eyes, it's RJ that's been more impressive just because the thing that we've been asking for him, he's doing better, but it's really the three-point shooting.
Yeah.
He's still shooting over 40%, CP.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for me. It's like he's knocking down shots. Like there's just he has a softer touch, right? When he's shooting the ball now. And like even the one that just bounced off the backboard earlier in the game, I'm like, if that was RJ of yesteryear, that thing's probably going through the backboard. Like, yeah. I'm just, I don't know. I think RJ had the better game tonight, in my opinion, just because the shooting for him, man, and if he can be that guy, if he can be what he's doing right now, I think the Knicks can go pretty far. If this team, once everyone gets in rhythm, this team can go pretty far, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, man, the RJ productivity and performance on both sides of the ball, that's critical. It's critical. You know, if this team wants to be more than it is, his improvement has to be there night in and night out. And right now, he's on an all-star pace right now, bro. 24-6 tonight, as he's 5-9 from downtown, as you said. I'm just loving where he's taking his game right now, especially the finishing at the rim, the playmaking. And he talked about it on tonight's post game. Something that we've all said. If you're gonna have to play off of Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, you got to knock down those shots. And we've been waiting for that guy who was able to shoot 40% from three, playing off of Julius Randle in his second year, which is what RJ Barrett did. And then the third and fourth years, it wasn't so great. But now he's out the gates. He's hot right now, boy. He's hot right now. Love what I'm seeing from RJ, man.
He's on fire to start the season. He's not heating up. He's on fire. I got a question for both of you.
Yep.
Has RJ finally figured out his three-pointer?
Yeah, I mean it looks like it. I want to get to this 10-game interval here, but before we go there, but I the thing is it's hard to see it going the other way again just because of how confident he is. I think, Alex, what you said was probably what makes the most sense for me. When he misses, it's usually terrible. I mean, off the side of the backboard, just like really poor depth perception or just accuracy. But I've seen none of that this year. I mean, I think I maybe saw one air ball in game one. And then ever since then, most of the shots have been close or just straight swish. So, I mean, I think he's definitely figured it out. But the best part about RJ's game is that he's not settling for any one shot in particular. So if the three ball is not there, he's going to try and drive and he's going to figure out how he can get to the rim. Or he's just going to pass to the open person. There's nothing wrong with that. If RJ gets 10 points in a game, but we win, and he's finding the open guy and he's playing good defense, that's a great game from RJ Barrett. Like, I remember I used to come on this post-game show and say, I'm no longer impressed with 20-point RJ Barrett performances because he would take 18 shots to get them, and it wouldn't necessarily translate into a win. But RJ is now figuring out winning basketball plays, whether it's him scoring or setting up somebody else or getting the rebound or defending, and that's how he wins and that's how we win.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. Couldn't agree more. I think he's just seeing things a lot more clear now, man, and being patient. Patience to me has been the key word when it comes to RJ Barrett, just in terms of how he's approaching his attack on the offensive end. He's not just trying to win the game on each possession by trying to score over three guys. Like, if it's not there, it's not there. And if it is there, take it strong to the hole, find your angles, use your strength, use your physicality, and get those shots at the rim. And then now he's getting the three-point shooting down, and the playmaking is there as well, man. So I just feel like RJ's just maybe it's slowing down some more for him, and maybe what we saw from the playoffs on, maybe it is a real thing. It's just in terms of what he's seeing and how he's really now being able to impact the game. Love what I'm seeing, man.
But you didn't answer my question, CP. You didn't answer my question.
What's the question?
Has the 3-ball come around? I swear to goodness.
Let's see what happens.
I swear to goodness.
Let's see what happens on Sunday. Let's see what happens on Sunday.
This guy.
Let's see what happens.
Tomorrow.
Wednesday was successful. Wednesday was successful. Sunday against Charlotte, another test. Let's get back to it.
Good God, man.
Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, Alex, Jeff on the 1, 2s, and 3s, man. KFTV Postgame Live, the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Fellas, we got 1,300 people in this chat. We got 500 likes. Listen, I just came through the door right now looking like Kris Kringle with a bag of stuff to give away to the Knicks fans. It was Kith night tonight. So the giveaways were very nice. Pass me one of those t-shirts. The giveaways were very nice tonight between the Kith branded cups. We got Kith branded magazine posters, Kith branded t-shirts. This is the night we want to get up to 1,000 likes, man, because we had to give it away, man. We stayed after in the garden to make sure that the fans can go home with the merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. We got Kith tees. We got Kith cups.
Wow.
Just watch this one. You know what I'm saying? You never know when they give those giveaways. When they give you those giveaways and stuff like that, you got to watch that stuff, man. You can't just go home and throw it back, throw the beers back in the cup. You got to watch the cup. We got Julius Randle Hive. This is for you, your boy. Yep, here he is, Julius in the nice cardigan.
I know Jeff wants that magazine.
Yep, Julius in the Empire State Building. We got these for the people. Let's go, man. This is what we do. We give back, man. We give back. Kith branded tees. They're actually selling these. This is your opportunity to get it for free. Champion branded Kith tees, courtesy of the KFTV family. And the shirt cannon was good to us, fellas.
Wow.
Yep. We got some more from the shirt cannon. We always get t-shirts from the shirt cannon. They showing us love tonight. Hey, all we got to do is get up to 1,000 likes. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm not even going to open this. I don't even want to know what it looks like. Whoever gets this is going to know. This is a mystery. What's on this? Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
No idea.
Yeah, man.
Better question. What jersey did you rock tonight?
Oh, I came through.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Classic.
You know what? I went with that for a reason. You know why?
I figured.
You know why? I knew they were remixing the jersey. I was giving it a rough time. I was trying not to be hype beast about it. But like I told you, Al, I always give them a chance. I did like how the jerseys looked on it. I like the court. I did like the court.
The court was nice.
But you know what the funny thing is? When I saw the court, as soon as I saw the court, I was like, it looks like there's no half court line. Like, is there going to be a back court call tonight? Quentin Grimes picked it up in the first quarter. For some reason. And maybe it was just him with a bonehead play. But I just felt like the court, I was like, it looks a little too seamless. And maybe it kind of throws them off their rhythm a little bit just in terms of, where the half court line is. Quentin Grimes picks up a back court, first quarter of the game. I
like that. I like this court tonight. I wish this was the court for the in-season tournament because I think it will be just like the color coordination. I like how you have the city skyline on the bottom too. I thought it was all nicely done. Jerseys, they look great on TV. But as soon as they do the close-up, I see that double New York, man. Like, I get it.
It's growing on me, man. It's growing on me, man.
Oh, you now you're like, oh, I want one. Let me go get one. No,
it's growing on me, man. I might have to get a Star, Jay. I might have to get a Star, Jay, man.
My goodness gracious.
The only thing about the jerseys that's just a little meh to me is the orange trim. It looks a little exhibition-y because there's nothing around it. It's just a solid orange right here, and it's just like, I don't know.
No, I hate that.
It's not bad, though. It's not bad.
What about the pinstripes? What do you guys think about the pinstripes?
We could have the Wizards. We could have the Wizard City edition.
Yeah.
And I mean, nobody wants that. So
Except
what
gambling.
you guys think about the pinstripes?
I like the pinstripes.
Not
But
bad. Yeah, I think it works.
I like the pinstripes, but to me, man, it's like it's a lot with the double New York, and I get it. New York's so nice. You say it twice. I get why. I get why Ronnie did it, but it's a lot. It's too much, man. Like I feel like if you're going to do something like if you're going to give an ode to the classic, like with the pinstripes and like something classic with the New York, that could have worked. But if you're going to go double and then the pinstripes, it's taking away the pinstripes from me, man. I'm just looking at the New York. I'm just like, yo,
could be a little busy.
Give me some glasses and let me see if my vision's cleared.
Absolutely, man. Once again, salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit the share button.
He gave us in the chat saying the Wizards jerseys are fire. See, I knew this.
Ooh, Wizards. I don't know. We'll have to revisit that, man. Call us up on the Discord. You guys got thoughts on gaming? What you guys want to talk about? Knicks outlook as we look forward. We got Charlotte. Then the Celtics. If you guys want to call in, man, call us up on the Discord. Did Cody Glock call in? His guy Mitchie's been beasting, man. Did Cody Glock call in?
Not called in, man. I don't know where Cody is, man. I thought he would have called in tonight.
Yeah.
I thought he would have called in to talk about Mitchie, and I thought he would have called in to give us an update on Julius Randle, man, because you know he's been talking spicy about Julius.
Yeah, we got to hear that. Cody Glock, if you're out there, we calling for you. Shout out to our loyal fan channel members in the building. We see Gamba the Bar. We see you, Frame Bloss Music, Keith Sinclair in here. TM, we see you. Salute. Young Kobe in here. Kobe said he was going to call in. Kobe, what's good? Holla at your boys. Hard Tackle CB in here. Rare Edition in here. Let's go. Okay, Keith Sinclair. I said that already. Who else we got in here? James Bagland. Let's go. He says, CP, I will be waiting for you to give RJ his flowers. I don't know, Val. Maybe he's new. I don't know. Has he been listening to the show, James Bagland? I don't know, man.
For who to give who flowers?
He's waiting for me to give RJ flowers.
He's waiting for you to give RJ flowers.
I planted the seed on this chat 5 years ago.
I guess we're still waiting for you to give RJ his flowers.
Yeah, well, what more do you want? Are you not entertained?
I think what he's asking you, CP, is that do you believe this is the RJ Barrett moving here on out? Is this the RJ Barrett that will be every single year? Is this that guy? Is he that dude now?
Ask me on Sunday.
Oh my God.
Wait, Alex.
Ask me on Sunday.
Alex, how about you? Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm believing.
Okay.
I'm believing.
I am too. I'm like 85%. I'm 85% there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a believer now. Okay.
Yeah.
I was very critical of RJ last season. It's funny. I had the entire chat thinking I was like against this guy. I was too kind to him, saying he's too young. I just want to see efficient basketball. Give me efficient basketball, man.
Yeah.
I can't knock it.
That's it, man. 1,000 likes. We're gonna do a giveaway, man. With the Kith Cup. You want the Kith tee. You want the T-shirt. Hey, whatever you guys want to do, man. If this is your show, this is the fan show, KFTV, #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Salute to my guy, Do Things, and my bro, Chris. We was at the game with them tonight, man. Those are my guys. We had a great time. Shout out to everybody in the Delta Club. Shout out to my guys all at MSG. We had a great time tonight, man. Good time. A lot of people. It was a very casual night tonight at MSG.
How so? How is it casual?
Well, for one, it was packed. It was definitely sold out. I think the Wemby hype had everybody drawn in. Like, it was in Delta Club. Like the people who you don't necessarily see on a night in, night out basis. I mean, Delta Club was packed. MSG was packed. Some of the more casual celebrities were there. Won't call out names. More of the casual types was there tonight. Being Kith night as well. It was very, hype beastie casual night. So, and Wemby didn't deliver. The Knicks did. And we got the W. So I'm happy about that.
What did you think about Wemby? This is your second time going to see Wemby perform.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Wasn't ready. Wasn't ready. I thought Mitch and iHeart, the center club, this was a coordinated attack on Wemby. They weren't trying to be shown up. They weren't trying to be shown out. They weren't with the hype. I'm telling you, man, when Mitch won the tip, pause, I felt like he set the tone. He won the tip, ripped down a defensive rebound. Every you see how emphatic he was on every alley-oop that he caught? Come on. Mitch tries to play it off like, whatever. What'd he say? It's Bobo and KP just mixed the two of them together.
Yes.
Come on, man. Mitch knows. Mitch sees all the hype. He's like, nah, this guy's not going to come into my house and show me up. It's block nest time. So I thought they did a great job. I thought their help defense was great. Every time he put the ball on the floor, they were ready. I thought Julius did a good job. Help defense. Ihart played him tough. Mitch as well. So give credit to the Knicks, man. They weren't with the hype, and he wasn't going to come in here and show us up. I like how they played him. So, but Al, it's just like you said on 3 turnovers for him tonight. It's just like you said on NBA Report when we talked about it, right? Like the Spurs team, they're going to be up and down. And they came in with a lot of hype, especially last week when they swept the Suns on the back-to-back. A lot of hype. I was loving it. They showed great resiliency and poise. But on other nights, like when they get blown out by the Pacers or they get blown out tonight, you got to remember, still a young team.
Yep.
Still a young team. And that's what they showed tonight. Young team. They're on the road. They were in Indy. They just came from Toronto. Now they're here. Experience builder for them, but they weren't ready tonight.
I think they clearly watched the tape on Wemby too, because a guy that is that long, he's going to be susceptible when he turns his back to someone coming and trying to pick his pocket. And Julius did that.
Yes, he did.
And they clearly looked at that and said, listen, he can be had in that situation. So, listen, coming to the Garden, it's not for everybody. I'm sure Victor is going to have an amazing career, but it's probably good for him to be a little humbled by this situation. Yeah, because Mitch and Ihart definitely took it to him for sure, and he'll figure it out. I'm sure it's not going to be a big deal, but it was nice to see that our guys kind of had that effect on him. Someone who's kind of taken the NBA by storm. There's a lot of publicity surrounding him, but he didn't come into New York and get anything.
I wonder if you ask him now, is Madison Square Garden small? Is it still small, Wendy?
Right.
I for some reason I feel like there's a little Fournier influence in that answer. Yeah. I felt like he was at Fournier's apartment, and Fournier gave him the lowdown. Fournier said, "This place is a cesspool, man. Trust me, I'm trying to get out of here. Send me a pigeon."
So were they having a conversation over a croissant and espresso this morning? Is that what you're telling me?
Over a baguette, and before Fournier takes his traditional scooter ride to MSG, he gave Wemby the lowdown. He said, "Listen, man, this place ain't what it seems. I've been trying to get out of here for 3 years."
He did another interview recently.
Oh, he did.
I don't know if you guys saw that. He's like laying in bed like this, and he's just like he's like it's just about being a pro and just doing what I can, guys. And I'm just
as he's laying in bed. Very professional.
Just counting checks.
There were some fans in there. Checks. There were some fans in there calling for him. So
I know Benji was in there calling for him.
Yeah, Benji was somewhere in the buildings calling for him, man. Absolutely, man. Daniel, let's go to the full screen. I want to promote tomorrow's event because listen, we got less than 24 hours away from one of the biggest events in KFTV history, man. We got the Jalen Brunson event, an extravaganza of all time. Jalen Brunson, CP the franchise, Dave and Buster's. Jalen Brunson's going to be there for meet and greet, signing autographs and photos for the fans, man. Make sure you guys go to Hall of Fame signings to get your tickets. It's going to be much easier to get your tickets online than at the door. Don't show up tomorrow at the door trying to get your ticket. It's going to be a long line. Just go ahead, go get your tickets tonight. You get your VIP. For those of you that get your VIP tickets, that comes with a buffet. You get to sit down in the lounge. a nice big screen TV, nice plush chairs. We got DJ, music by DJ Chef. As I said, you'll have the buffet, and it'll be a good time, man. So once again, shout out to Mike Elite and his team. Shout out to Forzano Law Firm, my guys David and Anthony at Forzano Law Firm for making this all possible and sponsoring the event. Also want to shout out Zip Chair. Shout out my guy Chandler at Zip Chair. They will be raffling a gaming chair signed by Jalen Brunson. So lots and lots to win and go home with and go home happy, man. Absolutely. So shout out to them. Also, who else we have here that's going to be there tomorrow night? It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy. I know KFTV Tyler is going to be there in the building. So he'll be there. We'll have some coverage there. Make sure you guys tap in, but it's going to be a great event. David Buster's Palisade Center in West Nyack, New York, 7 p.m. And once again, go to halloffamesignings.com. Get your tickets in advance, much advised, and make sure that you guys get there, man. Going to be a great event. Looking forward to it. And I'll be there as well. Okay. What else we got here? Okay, I see some people lining up on the site. Let's load some people up. Let's load some people up. Who we got? Rare Edition. Rare Edition. If you hear this, go ahead and unmute your mic. Rare Edition.
Yo, Rare Edition here. Salutations to the squad, CP, Alex, Jeff.
Yep.
I was at the game today, and I'm just going to give a little view from my perspective.
Sure.
Yeah, man, a lot of stars at the game tonight. You know, Melo, Fat Joe, Victor, Cruz was out there, Funk Flex, the cool UFC fighter dude. Cool stuff. Game was nice. Let's get to the players. RJ Barrett, man, what more can I say? He played great.
Yep.
We got a dub, the bottom man, the young prince of New York. He played masterfully. I believe he's definitely a cornerstone going forward, man. This trade move, RJ talk, you got to take a pause because his price is going up for real. You know, IQ was great, man. Lightning in a bottle mode. He's hitting open shots, timely passing and steals. Jalen Brunson was great. He had a nice one-on-one playing. He scrapped up Wemby for the nice fadeaway.
That was crazy. When he cashed a three in Wemby's eyepiece. I thought
he cooled down the Spurs, you know, on that moment, you know. Randle, you know, it was same old Julius, man. Let's face it, man. We just gotta take him as it is. He's an offensively gifted, defensive, inept Draymond, you know, like this is what we got. We got to work with him, you know. His value got to go up somehow. As long as we win, I think, you know, down the road we might make a move, you know. But Mitch also was good, you know. I think he played a lot of minutes. He was a little gassed down the stretch, but he mustered it out, man. And great men, man. And the other side, you know, Jeremy Schultz, Sohan, you know, rough dude, man, a little dirty. He had a little dirty play on Brunson. I didn't really like that, you know. He got a lot of boos, you know. Crowd was on him, man, and the crowd was on Wemby too, man. Yo, seriously, yo, he got to eat his words, man. He was shook. Man. He said the MSG, you know, ain't big enough for him. Come on, man. He ain't show up, man. His stats show for it. You know, his you know, it's probably one of his worst games of the year, you know. And he got the overrated chance. I know y'all heard it. On my end, it was super loud, you know. But great win for the Knicks, man. And you know, I think we're doing good. If we get out of this little schedule, man, and we come out over 500, I think we're gonna have a good season.
Hey, let's do it. I hear you, man. Appreciate the call. We knew the first 10 was gonna be rough. 500 right now. Back to square one. 500 after 8. Take it. You know?
I'll take 4-4 right now, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It puts them in a better situation than look, the thing is that they just need to figure out Brunson, even though he shot the 3-ball well and he's shooting 3-ball well on the season, he's got to get, like I said earlier in the show, got to get it up from 40% from the field in general. Because like the 2-point shots, man, like him being able to finish around the rim, the floaters, that still needs to connect. Yeah. So just waiting for him to get into rhythm there, and then he'll be fine. And then for Randle, I kind of like the way I want to see Randle just continue to get downhill. But I like the way he's been playing and try to be more of a facilitator in this, man. I wonder what the ask was from Tibbs this year for Julius, because last year was like, hey, shoot more threes, get more involved from a 3-point shooting perspective. I wonder if this year is like, be more involved moving the rock? Because right now he's been moving the rock to start the season pretty well, man. Outside of a few games, he's been getting the assists and obviously the rebounding so strong. I just wonder if something has changed where Randle understands that he has to do more to be an offensive creator outside just scoring the ball.
Hopefully it would be defensively too, because we know that he's capable of being a really, really stout defender with his size, his quickness. Like, there's nothing he can't do defensively. Laterally, he can move very well. I think he can body most players, that are his size or even a little bit bigger as well. But, we've seen, and I'm a big Julius Randle guy, but we've seen him kind of drift in and out of moments where he's really engaged on that side of the court and not. So, I mean, I'm hoping in the private conversations that they've had that Tibbs definitely challenged him. Like, listen, when you're playing at that level, everyone follows suit. And then no one has an excuse to not be really active on that side of the court.
Yeah, true story. True story, man. And one thing for sure is that seems like the rebounding numbers are coming back, coming back to life here, man. All double digits over the last pretty much every game outside of Cleveland, man. He's been in double digits, 16 tonight. So, we talk about Mitchell Robinson's prowess on the offensive glass. Hey, listen, Julius on the defensive side has been consistent. That has been one of the more consistent aspects of his game. And even though his defensive awareness and intensity and energy isn't where you would like to be on every night, him being able to secure defensive rebounds off the glass, that helps. Certainly helps. So he's not a complete zero on that end. His ability to control the glass certainly helps, as you can limit the other team from second chance opportunities. So you give Julius some credit there. Daniel, let's go back to the to my solo screen as we salute our sponsor tonight, BetUS, people, the official sports book of KFTV. Check them out on BetUS, man. You can bet on essentially anything when it comes to the NBA, man. From the games, you have prop bets, you have NBA futures. We have the NBA Futures Show with Coach James and Jake Asman as well. And Coach James, I think he had the over in terms of, I think it was Block Nest Monsters rebounds for the year at over 9.5, I believe. It's either 8.5 or 9.5. So that number is looking pretty good right now. Shout out to Coach James. But yeah, man, like I said, you can pretty much bet on a lot of things. They have live casino. You have other sports bet. You have other sports that you can bet on as well. Reliable, secure, excellent customer service. Check out our guys at BetUS. Use the link in the video description, and you will get a bonus match in your deposit of 125%. That is the highest, one of the highest around that I've seen in terms of other sports books, man. So they really take care of you. They match your money. They match your deposit. And they give you a nice interface to place your bet. So once again, check them out. BetUS, the official sports book of KFTV. Okay, let's take a couple more calls before we wrap this thing up. Let's go to Kobe, young Kobe on the chat, on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Young Kobe. Oh, Kobe. Oh, there we got Kobe. Okay. I don't hear him.
Who's young Kobe though?
Here we go. Kobe.
Cody Glock?
No. Yeah, you were the closer, man. You were Cody Glock in the building. Well, I think I see Kobe trying to figure this thing out. This might be his first time on the Discord. He's trying to figure it out. So while he does that, Cody Glock will go back to you, man. Go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah, my bad for intruding, man. It's just that my green screen was lighting up on the Discord. I was like, yo, they calling me Young Kobe out here, man. I don't deserve this name, man. But yo, man, shout out Manscaped, man. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped, man. I take care of my ball profusely with the utmost friction in my mixture. No
Yeah, it is.
distinction.
Yeah.
No testimonials.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen, man.
Yeah.
With the swag on you got the swag on the toe. You don't want to say no more. You don't need no afro. You feel me? Let me tell you something about Mitchie.
Boss. Okay. Yeah.
You see Mitchie? One thing about Mitchie, right? One thing he's never gonna do in his life. Mitchie, se no snitching, man. He ain't no snitching. He's gonna keep his mouth closed. He's gonna keep his mouth shut under pressure. You see what he did to Wemby tonight? You see Wemby? Look at Wemby.
Yeah.
They call him, he's the best prospect since LeBron James, this, that, and the third. You look at Wemby on the bench. You see how you was at the game. Did you see his body language on the bench at the end of the game?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that tonight.
Sad puppy. All cause of Mitch La no snitch la. Where's the Mitchie communist emoji thing you got? Pull up the Mitchie communist real quick. Yeah. There we go. That's him. That's him. That's definitely him.
Officer Mitchie.
You see Officer Mitchie right there, Jeff? That's him.
Yeah.
Yo. So boom. Right. Enough about Mitchie. You see the Lil Thun? Shout out to Lil Thun, RJ Barrett, man, bad man. Yo, bad man, no bad man. Bad man, no hero. Yo, RJ Barrett? You see how he holds his shot now? You see how he shoots now? He got a little extra arm into his shot now, man. It looks different, man. He probably learned that from Shy Gilligas, man. No Drilligas, man. Yo, listen, man. We looking like a team, man, because RJ is stepping up. Yo, Randall, I ain't praising you tonight because you did what you supposed to do. This is what we pay you to do. This is what you do. You're an all-star. This is what you're supposed to do. Wrong with you.
There we go.
I don't want to start drawing that, yo. Shout out, Emanuel Quickley. I can't forget about him, man.
Okay.
I'm a rapid fire this one.
Yeah, I thought you were getting ready to shout out Nikki Pipes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, shout out Nikki Pipes, man.
Yeah.
Shout out JD, man. Shout out Jeff, man. Shout out Alex. Shout out CP Free Throws, man. Shout out everything in the world that's Knicks, man. Shout out Chuck D, man. You know? Shout out that caller that called the first caller that called that was a caller since 2017, I believe, man. Shout out him, man.
Lord Scientist. I heard Lord Scientist. I was listening on the way here. I was like, wow, blast from the past, man. Yeah,
man. I'm out, man. Mitchie la no snitchy, man. I'm out, man.
There we go. Cody Glock, ladies and gentlemen. Hey.
Legend.
He said it all. Legend. He said it all, man. We got 1,300 people in the chat. Hey, listen. I got all this Kith stuff. If you guys want me to keep it, hey, that's fine, man. I got all this Kith stuff going on over here. Chris Kringle, 1,000 likes. We ready. We got the trivia question ready. Look, we got almost 700 likes in here. 1,300 people. You guys do the math. Do I got to show you guys how to hit the like button on a YouTube chat show? Do I got to show you guys that? Let me show you some of the merch again. There we go.
I know we'll get everyone involved. We throw up another poll, man. I know we pull up another poll. We're going to get more voters than we get likes.
T-shirt cannon. You got Kith cups. What do you guys want to do here, man? This is all up to you, people. Hit the like button, and this can all be yours. Or one. We're going to give away one thing. But we got to get to 1,000 likes. If we don't get to 1,000 likes, we'll roll it over to the next one. Shout out Fugazi, $5 super chat. Al, did you read any of these super?
No, I haven't gotten to the super chat yet.
Okay, shout out Fugazi, $5 super chat. He goes, here's $5 for that battery. I guess that's for the beep. Jeff, what do you have? A smoke detector going off in your house?
Yeah, it's broken, unfortunately. I caught that right.
There you go. Yeah, it is what it is. But shout out to Fugazi. Shout out Gamma the Bar, $10 super chat. Hardest working man in Knicks Nation. Salute. He also says, I'm calling now. RJ leads the team in scoring this season. That could have been a bold prediction on the bold prediction show, bro. Could have been a bold prediction. Salute KFTV from Johnny, $5 super chat says, can we ship Evan in a second round to San Antonio? He wants Doug McBuckets back.
Oh my goodness.
Hashtag Kith Night. He wants McBuckets back. Yeah, I'm good.
Dougie McDermott.
I'm good. McBuckets came here the first time, didn't do anything. Him and KO had chemistry. He had chemistry with Kyle O'Quinn.
Oh my God, Kyle O'Quinn. Kyle O'Quinn. I used to see him in the gym all the time. I used to see KO. I used to see KO in the gym practicing bringing the ball up all the way, and then just pulling up from like 3. I'm like, bro, like in my head, I'm like, you'll never do that in a game. You're never gonna bring the ball up. You're never gonna take a shot from 3. Please.
Yeah. KO, man. Yeah, but Herrera just says McBuckets was below mid today. You're like, yeah, I'm good on McBuckets, man. He's like a Dollar Tree Kyle Korver, you know? They're just a lot older. A lot older. Oh, it's a lot older. Shout out to Gambia once again. He says, Wemby face looked like Chappelle Prince on the alley-oop. Shout out to Gambia, man. Roberto Luis Santana says, what up? Knicks trivia to cop the swag. Well, we got 300 more likes we got to get to. We need 1,000 likes. There's 1,300 people here. We need 300 more people to simply hit the like button on the show. It's that simple, people. Hit the like button. I gotta show the people what to do again. I gotta show the people what to do. Okay, so here we go. Let me wait for this ad to finish up. So to everybody in the chat, again, hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is all we got to do right here, people. Hit the like button. See that 701? Boom, 702. I gave you guys a little head start. 702, okay? So now all we need is 298. Hit that like button, and the giveaway is yours. And shout out to the last giveaway winner. What was the guy's name again? I forgot. He emailed us the other day, and we set him up. He's got a KFTV hat on the way. We did offer him the Manscaped, the Lawnmower 4.0. He didn't want it. I guess it was a little too written, all right, whatever you're into. No testimonials if you have one or you're not into that. You know, some people, depending on where you're from, some people aren't into that type of stuff.
The 5.0 is back up for grabs. You heard that, people.
Yeah, 5.0 is back up for grabs as well. So you could choose, if you want your Kith stuff, if you want a Lawnmower 5.0, whatever you guys want, man.
Kith or a Lawnmower 5.0, man.
Hey, take your pick. Take your pick. Absolutely, man. Al, we had like 5 games on NBA Report that we liked tonight. How we doing?
Did you see what happened to the Lakers?
No, what happened tonight?
They got worked.
Whoa, Rockets worked them?
They worked them.
No way.
Rockets worked them. Man. Hold on, I'm getting the score right now. I saw 128. Rockets scored 128. 128 to 94.
Whoa.
Rockets
did my guy Jabari Smith Jr. was out for revenge. How'd he do tonight?
Jabari Smith got 12 points tonight, according to ESPN.
Okay. Who's the lead scorer for that team these days?
Was it Dylan the Villain?
Brooks only had 5 points tonight. The lead scorer was Jalen Green with 28 points.
Okay. Did AD play?
No, he did not play. Okay. That's why they also got worked.
That'll explain it. What would LeBron do? 28, I see.
18 points.
18. Okay. 18.
Austin Reeves, man, has been very disappointing to start this season.
Reeves got the bag, and when it's witness protection, not good.
That's it.
Not good.
Rui Hachimura, 24 off the bench, man. Rui showing up to play.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped him on
How'd our guy Cam Reddish do? Some opportunity to play tonight.
Good Lord. I wasn't even thinking about that. 25 minutes he had whopping 7 points.
7 points in 25 minutes?
Yep.
Oof. No way. You want to tell? Oh, it's Vogel. He's holding him back. He's holding back the tantalizing potential of this kid. It's all Vogel's fault. Just like it was Tibbs' fault. He didn't know what he had.
Hey, Cam gave us some solid minutes. I'm not supporting. I'm not the biggest Cam Reddish guy, but
he didn't know what he had here. It's all.
You know, it's not like Obi Toppin, who also stopped Wemby earlier this week.
It's not like Obi who's turned into Karl Malone. And let's put a little bit more faith in our coaches, man. There's been no Knick talent prospect that has walked out of here that we've regretted, maybe since Kristaps. And that in itself is questionable. Think about it. The people that say, "Oh, we let Mark Jackson go." That's hometown sentiment. You know what I mean? Like Mark was good, or was he just like,
wow,
just
you're going after the Jackson Hive right now. Wow.
I'm not going after Jackson Hive. I'm just saying,
they want this man to be a coach, and now you're attacking him as a player. Sheesh.
No, listen, Mark's my guy,
Good
man. Mark's my guy,
man.
but like, we've never just let a superstar walk out the door and regret it to this day. Am I wrong?
You know who we regret, CP? The man who just signed today with Detroit, Kevin Knox.
Welcome back, Kev. Welcome back.
God.
Kev. Welcome back, Kev. Corner boy, Kev. Burks. I think my guy Burks put in a good. So let's give this guy a shot.
Burks is probably thinking, "Yo, get me out of here."
Bring him back.
Hey, listen. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a hot trade deadline candidate, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Last year of his contract, shooting the ball very well right now. No surprise. Burks Hive is alive in Detroit. And it could be going somewhere else.
To come back and says, "You know what? Quick, we're gonna take your minutes away and give it to Burks to be the backup point guard yet again."
Yeah. Christopher Blake says we regretted David Lee. To a certain extent. D. Lee had a great career.
Yeah.
That was the closest one. D. Lee and maybe Kristaps, Mark Jackson. I'll put those as a 3. But D. Lee also went to places where like
there were stars there.
Right.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to play above himself. He was always going to have to do that here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
He was always going to have to do that here. So maybe it was never going to be appreciated. I don't know. Something to think about for sure.
You see, the Clippers lost again, CP.
Clippers lost to the Nets. Spoiler Harden's homecoming. Clippers lost to the Nets.
Barclays was
I saw that.
James, I heard.
Yeah.
Interesting. They started chanting Daryl Morey.
Wow. Okay. I see Bradley Beal 13 points in his debut.
They barely beat the Bulls,
with the Suns. Man. They won in overtime. Okay.
Barely beat the Bulls.
Grayson Allen leading the way with 26.
Whoa.
Yeah. 24 of those coming from. 24 of those coming for 3. Okay. So that was that game. I'm going to watch all these tomorrow. What else we got? What else? Oh, how about the Philly Bossy?
Philly won by 3.
Okay. I got to catch that one as well. Man. I got to catch that one as well. And then you got Golden State and Denver.
They're playing right now.
At the fourth quarter. Okay, so I'll catch the end of that. All right. No doubt, man. We got to bring player ratings back, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, are we going to do player ratings?
Oh, absolutely. We're doing player rating. We're going to bring it back. I don't know. Tonight was like, I don't know. Tonight was a bum game. Tonight was a bum night. Shout out to Jay Boogie. But we'll bring it back. Player ratings is definitely coming back. So make sure you guys tap into that. Support our sponsors, man. Go to BetUS. Support us there. Support our guys at Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. And we also got the Brunson event. Okay, how are we looking on our likes here?
774.
773. All right, the people ain't ready, man. They don't want it. They don't want the giveaway. Okay, so no problem. More kids stuff for me. I can style and profile by myself. Let's see on the Discord. Do we got Young Kobe? Young Kobe. Try it again, guy. I know me. All right, Kobe. You gotta go into your settings and make sure your mic input is good. Go into your settings, Kobe. We gotta get you back on here another night. All right. Daniel, let's run the outro and salute all the fans for tapping in tonight, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Remember that this show is available in audio podcast format, so no reason to miss it. If you do, shout out to the replay gang if you guys are catching up. But if not, you catch it in the car, catch it on the walk, on the run, whatever you guys do in the morning time, catch it on podcast format. All the major podcast platforms, we have you covered. We just ask for your support, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 70K by Christmas time. TM thinks it's February. Alex thinks it's January. We're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers by Christmas time.
I think January.
Yeah, by Christmas time. How many subs MSG got? Let's
find out.
Let's check.
MSG or the Knicks?
I think the Knicks got around like 90. I haven't been counted, but
let's see. You haven't been counted, but you sounds like you know what the number is.
Little ballpark.
This is a rough estimate.
A rough estimate. YouTube being a pain in the butt right now. All right, they're the Knicks. Knicks got 94.6.
Okay. 94.
Where's Madison Square Garden? Look for MSG. There we go. MSG Networks. They got 68.
MSG Networks has how much?
68, good sir.
We are on their tails.
Oh, there we go. Hold on.
Tails.
There we go. There we go. We got the maester of the KFTV chat. I said December. You said January, CP. Ha!
Alex said December. Oh, you said December. Okay, right. TM did, but I said that. TM said February. Okay. There it is. 70K. So you said MSG's got 68. And we're creeping up on 67.
We're past 67.
Okay.
We're moving up to 68.
No, where are we at? We're at 67. We're creeping up on 68.
Yes.
And they're at 68.
That's correct.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. Things just got interesting. Things got really interesting.
Dolan, you know what you should be doing.
Yeah. I think this is why, they do foot tricks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the Wi-Fi situation. And then it's like when I bring the portable mic, after like 20 minutes of streaming, they start scrambling the signals.
Look, we were lagging to start the show. I think it was Dolan. I think Dolan sent somebody to mess with the Wi-Fi, CP.
There's some foot tricks going on. There's some theatrics going on. Shout out Trav in the chat. He says, I remember when you guys were at 1,000. Absolutely. Yeah, man. We continue to work, man. But it's a team effort. It's definitely a team effort. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Alex for running on the ones and twos on the post game. Excellent job. Shout out to the producers. Shout out to Daniel, Gamba, Tyler, clipping up the highlights. We got Jared on the social media team, Jalen, the newsletter team, the KFTV.com team. Yo, squad is ferocious right now. Shout out CK, JD, Jake Asman. Squad is ferocious. Don't want to leave anybody out, but it's a total team effort to put on the shows and to get this thing running. And for the people to watch and continue to support, we definitely appreciate that, man. So, you guys keep supporting us. We'll keep doing what we do, and that is providing quality content. And that's that, man. We will see you guys tomorrow. Brunson event. Hall of Fame signings.com. Go get your tickets right now. Go get that VIP experience. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can meet a lot of you guys tomorrow and take a picture, have a good time, have a drink or two or three, and enjoy the night, man. So we out of here, fellas. Great job. And we'll see you guys Sunday. Peace.